Good morning, Tim Sykes here. Lots and lots of stocks are spiking. It is a crazy, crazy market. I just made roughly $2,000 last night on IZEA, spotting the spike, not being in this stock before earnings. A lot of you guys are like, how did you know the earnings were going to be good? I didn't, okay? I am never in stocks before earnings. The subtlety and the secret of my success is that I wait for the news to happen. I don't play guessing games. But the cool thing with penny stocks is that it takes a few days, sometimes even a few weeks, for good news to be priced in. Exhibit A, HMNY, if you remember. Back during my Orlando conference right here, they announced 400,000 paying customers for their new service, MoviePass.com. Guess what? It did not spike from 2 to 38 all in one day. It actually took a month. This is an extreme example, but this is what I'm talking about with delayed reactions. And IZEA also had a previous spike. This is going to be fun today. But I was in it in the low threes, out in the low fours, took my single, made some money. I really want to get you guys learning to take singles. Let me just show you. This is my trade. Made roughly $1,800, 1776, the year of our Lord. $2,000 a day is really all you need. I know that you want to go for big home runs. I know, like, when I show a chart like this, like, you want to, excuse me, you want to just hold it the whole time. Those are low odds trades. IZEA, HMNY, I mean, these are two of the best performers in the entire market. 99.9% of stocks are not going to have huge runs like this. But when you do see these kinds of companies running, you can hit singles along the way, and you can take 5%, 10%, 20, 30% gains. No different than what's running lately, TOPS, where the 100-day chart looks pretty bad, but it's gone from 50 cents to 3, and I know many of you guys took profits along the way, just like DCIX, where it goes from $2 to $30, now back down to 15. You're taking profits long and short. I really want you guys learning to see that singles matter. And making 500, making 1,000, making $2,000, that is how you make a lot of money in the long run with penny stocks. Not going for home runs, because if you keep going for home runs, most of the time you will strike out. I know it's fun to go for home runs. Everyone wants a home run. Everyone wants to make 200, 300% in a few days or a few hours. But those are low odds trades. This is why you see me making 5, 10, 15, 20, 30% over and over again. On this one, I made roughly 12%. In like under an hour. And I didn't have to sell, mind you, okay? IZEA is higher than where I sold it right now. I could have made, I don't know, a little bit more. I mean, it got all the way up to 478 today. But the key was waiting for the earnings and waiting for the dip and then taking advantage of it. So I had a few different rules that I used. Number one, I used stocks to trade because it alerted me that this was a big percent winner. Number two, I did not chase it when it spiked all the way from 330 to 450. I was buying it on the dip here in the high threes. And then, I sold and took profits, and I did not want to risk it. Maybe this thing goes to the fives today. Yeah, it really wouldn't surprise me in this market. But I took my single, and $2,000 a day keeps the real job away. I want you to remember that kind of corny little rhyme. If you understand that by the end of this video lesson, that, this is what you should be trying to really do, write that. Leave a comment saying 2K a day keeps the real job away. Or write it all out. $2,000 a day keeps the real job away. That's what I think penny stocks should be used for. And the cool thing is, if you think like this, I only invested what? How much did I invest? Let's do the math here. I'm not good at math. 3.75 times 4, 1, 2, 3. I invested 15,000 to make nearly 2,000. So this is what, Wall Street and CNBC and all that bullshit will say is possible in a year. Where if you invest in a good company or you invest in a mutual fund and you can make, 12% on your money in a year. This was in under an hour. And who knows, maybe it could be 24% by the end of today, but I took my single and I don't care. I don't look back. I might rebuy it, but I have already locked in my roughly $2,000 in profits. Once upon a time, I did a video lesson I'll link this here beneath this. This was less than a year ago, but I said, how to make $2,000 per day. Is that enough for you? This is what I've been averaging my entire trading career. A lot of big traders mock me, being like, oh, you're a multimillionaire and you're focusing on making a lousy $2,000 a day. Good, mock me. I got an email from my hater once upon a time that I like to highlight, and he's like, Tim, you trade the easiest stocks with the easiest gimme patterns. Let me know when you want to be a real man and trade Forex. And, I guess I'm not a real man. I guess I prefer easy charts and gimme patterns, because literally I've made nearly $5 million now, all with an average of $2,000 per day. In case you don't believe me, I show every single trade. Okay? If anybody tells you what they've been doing, ask them to show every single trade publicly, gains and losses. And look at my average gain, $1,931. Okay? The cool thing is that if you have this mentality of $2,000 a day, it can start to add up over time. This is the beauty of this strategy, where if you learn how to take singles, where, maybe you have a smaller account and you can't invest $15,000. So maybe you invest, $5,000, and you're not making $2,000, you're making $700. It's not an exact $2,000 a day. It's the whole mentality of taking singles and going along with your account size. And that is why plays like IZEA are perfect. Waiting for earnings, not trying to predict, not playing bullshit guessing games, understanding that, there is kind of a time delay when there is good news. That is the beauty of penny stocks. That is why I love this niche so much. There's simply more opportunity if you know what to look for. Yesterday, I was doing charity work all day. Okay, I have an amazing video to share with you soon, but I looked for some plays in the morning, didn't see anything great. IZEA in the afternoon, good earnings, spike, former supernova, and I got the dip to buy into, which, allowed me to have, a pretty solid profit. So all the pieces of the puzzle were there. I saw it, I took it, and I'm good. $2,000 a day keeps the real job away, okay? This is what I want you to understand. And this is another good lesson here. My student Roland, for example, I don't know if you follow him. He's in the challenge chat room. He's kind of been on fire in 2017. He started the year with just $4,000 in his account. He is closing in on $400,000 now, okay? So we're not talking 10 times your money. We're talking 100 times your money inside of a year. Now, some people will say that's crazy, that's impossible. Actually, my team and I went to visit him, and we have some more videos with him, and he'll break it down. I'm excited to post that. But understand that in the past 2 days, he's had back-to-back $20,000 days in his best week to date, and it's only Tuesday. He's made $40,000 this week on Monday and Tuesday. Look at this, trading tops, making $6,000 here, Arlog making $3,000, SDRL making $3,000. That's one account. He has another account here. GLBS making $3,700, GLBS making $3,400, Arlog making $1,800. Look at all these little stocks and look at how the gains add up, okay? For him, $2,000 a day adds up very quickly because now he's making $20,000 a day. But he's still using the same mentality, taking single after single after single. And there are so many freaking stocks in play, whether you want to trade tops, which has gone from 50 cents to 330, very choppy, very tough for me. I didn't even touch this. DCIX, which has gone from the 3s to the 30s and now back down to 15. GLBS has been spiking from under 1 to over 2. All you have to do is look for these kinds of volatile plays and try to take a single. Try to make 10, 20, 30%. Try to make 2,000, or if you have a smaller account, try to make 1,000, and it adds up. Let me give you a few more examples in case you don't believe me. Everybody's tweeting me. Roland, congrats to you, man. That's awesome. If everybody in the challenge chat room sees Roland today, give him some props. And Roland, if you're watching this, please don't overtrade. $40,000 in 2 days is freaking awesome. I want you to become my next millionaire student, so just keep taking it one trade at a time. Some of you guys ask me, why do I post pictures of like my Lamborghini. This is actually a future Lamborghini SUV that's coming out that I'll probably buy in the next year or two. The reason why I post this is because I want you dreaming big. Okay, I do everything for a reason. When I take a profit of 1,000 or two, it doesn't matter for my life where I'm at right now. I'm teaching you the process. When I show you my Lamborghini or my Ferrari or my McLaren or a Lamborghini that I'm gonna buy eventually, guess what? It doesn't matter. No one car matters. But this inspiration and this potential should matter to you. Stephen Dux, my newest millionaire student, found me on Instagram because he liked my Lamborghini. And then he did what it takes to actually get Lamborghini kind of money. And he's made a ton this week. I got to catch up with him. I'm sorry, Steven. Things are getting kind of out of control lately. But he found me because he liked the Lamborghini. And then he actually paid attention and followed my instructions and said, hey, I want to be able to make this kind of money. And he's just 22, 23 years old, and now he's made over $1 million, and now he can afford it. He just bought a McLaren for himself. So that is why I show you visuals like this. This is why I show you, charts like this and trades like this, because this is all combined. This is my whole process of teaching, okay? There's a reason why I have the most millionaire students. There's a reason why this is more than just a job for me. This is my life, and I want more millionaire students. I want to build more schools. I'm getting pumped up just listening to my own self. I hope this pumps you up because there is so much freaking opportunity if you just pay attention and if you follow the rules. You challenge students, we have a webinar after the close today. I want you coming prepared with questions. You guys can ask me any question you want for 2 hours. And we do this weekly. And Tim Bowen also does webinars. Michael Good does webinars. Tim Gertani does webinars. Mark Crook does webinars. All my top students are trying to give back because we want you to succeed. That is the beauty of our community, and we're getting stronger every day. It makes me very proud. Got to give props to a few students. Austin, look at this. Just shorted a little DCIX, made 250, and he's just learning. And he says, all credit always to Timothy Sykes. Austin, I don't need all credit. I appreciate that, but this is you. I didn't even trade DCIX. I can give you a strategy. I can give you the mentality. I can give you the kinds of lessons that I've learned the hard way over the past 2 decades, but this is all you. So all credit to you, Austin. Andrew, I love this. On Tops made 2,300. I'm just going through my tweets here. Jack Trade, Tops made, 30 cents. So 15%, biggest win to date. Good job, Jack Trade. Andre, look at this. 17% on small accounts, still going up. Don't forget to take profits. I like it. Arlog is the latest ridiculous winner. I mean, 40 cents to $2 in 1 day. Okay, 5 times your money. If you want to make big money, you need to trade volatile stocks. And even if you mistime it, even if you only take a small piece, look at this. Andre is making, 17%. There was one guy I want to say, Scott made 40% on Arlog, 990. I like that. Lexin made 27% on Tops. Capone made 1,200 on Tops, in at 189, out at 255 and 281, and then out at 3 and 315. I mean, this is a huge win. Omar made like $100. Good job. We all start somewhere. Jonathan made 18% in 3 minutes. Oh, by the way, did I say these stocks actually move fast? Brady. This was the one I wanted to bring up. Oh, also Sniper Trades, biggest trade of the year, $15,000. Congrats. But I wanted to go into this. I'm going to follow you, Brady, because this is funny. He bought some Arlog at 48 cents, so 500 shares. So let me just show you how beautiful this is. 0.48 times 500. So he's investing $240, and he's out at 68 cents. So making 20 cents a share, making roughly $100 on a $240 investment. And he said that a lot more came after that, but singles win games. And I was like, LOL, 50% on your money isn't a single. That's much more. I know it might seem like this is a single because, you're buying it at 48, you're selling it at 68, and the thing goes, to $2. So I understand what you're saying where, you're locking in profits, but 50% on your money, I mean, this is aggressive. This is an aggressive trade, and it's okay to be aggressive. I'm not telling you any one specific way of trading. It's not like you have to get in at 48 cents and out at like 52 cents, okay? That would be more like scalping. But understand This is the right mentality where he's buying a speculative stock in a speculative industry. Speculative stocks in this specific industry have been running nicely lately. He's nailing it, and he's growing his small account. And look at this guy. In case you guys didn't know, you don't have to be old to do this. Look at this guy. He's posting O.J. Simpson with his girls. Look at this guy. Okay, he's a young guy. That is the beauty of this game, this sport. I know that you have to be 18 years old to trade. You need parental permission, and there's all these laws. And if you are under 18, please do get parental permission. But you can learn this stuff, and you can make a lot of money. When I was 18, 19, 20, I was making 6 figures per year, okay? I became a millionaire just after I was legally able to drink when I was 21 and 22 years old. So don't feel like you have to wait till you're 30 or 40 or 50 to get started. I don't care how much you have in your account. You need to start studying as soon as possible. A lot of you guys like, oh, I shouldn't study until I have enough to trade. You need to study before you trade. I have some successful students who did not trade that much at first, and they're just studying, okay? In case you didn't realize this, this guy, Roland, okay, he's been studying 17 hours a day. And guess what? Before he traded a lot, he was studying. You need to have preparation. You need to be mentally prepared. In case you didn't realize it, he says that his favorite DVD is this. So I am here to... This is my How to Make Millions guide. If you go to howtomakemillions.com, this is it. This is all for charity. A lot of you guys are asking like, Tim, you've only made nearly $5 million from trading. How are you able to donate millions to charity? Because this one DVD all goes to charity. I came up with this idea where some people are like, oh, Tim, I don't want to learn from you. You just want to make money off me. I was like, well, I want you to learn, but I don't want you thinking like that. So I'm going to make this guide. This is 35 hours. And every single cent that I get from this guide will go to charity. I'm not making a dime off this. And those of you who knew me when I made this guide, you saw how crazy I was for several months making this. I worked for free. And it is my proudest achievement that this one guide has now raised roughly $3 million for charity. And it keeps going. And now I'm going to have more guides that are for charity. It started a trend. I'm sorry that I'm late on the other guides. I'm a perfectionist. This one was supposed to be 12 hours, then 16 hours, then 20 hours, then 24. It turned out to be 35 hours long. So if you go to howtomakemillions.com, you can watch it, okay? This is the beautiful thing about teaching. I do not need to make a dime from it. I just want you to learn. And Roland has learned. And now Roland has made back-to-back $20,000 days. That's why I'm so pumped up right now. Because Roland is proof that if you follow instructions, if you're dedicated, if you want it bad enough, guess what? You know, this stuff is possible. It's yours. And again, I want you to understand, it's not because he's going for home runs. He's taking singles. Look at this. You might say, oh, $20,000 in a day is amazing. He's making $3,000 here. He's making $800 here. He's losing a little bit. He lost $1,700 here. He lost $400. But notice his losses are smaller than his gains. You do not have to be right 100% of the time if you follow rule number 1 and you cut losses quickly. And most importantly, you study the past. A lot of you guys are like in awe of this video. I get all these messages. Thank you. Don't be in awe. Just study the past, okay? You can help yourself today by studying the past. Look at what he said. Last year's failure on these exact same stocks bred this week's triumph. So he's making money going long the shipping stocks. Now he's making money going short these shipping stocks. Some people are like, how did you know? Because it's the exact same patterns. That guide that I just talked about, this How to Make Millions guide, guess what? It includes a lot of these same exact patterns, these supernovas. The patterns repeat. The only question is, are you prepared to capitalize on it? And are you following my instructions where you're learning to lock in 500, 1,000, 2,000, like all these guys? I'm sorry, there's so many more of you to congratulate. I'm just going through a few of you on Twitter. Sniper Trades, awesome, 15,000. Look at this. Craig says onboard ship since June, in at 124, out at 154. Patterns repeat themselves, about 500. Elliot Davis, more than doubled my small account today using Tim's lessons from Market Prep. Dad wants to average 15,000 per month. I'm thinking 15,000 per week in the future. Don't get greedy, Elliot. Don't get greedy, okay? Take it one trade at a time. Keep going for singles. And if you understand the lessons in this video, please leave a comment underneath saying $2,000 a day keeps the real job away. Have that mentality. As your account grows, you can take bigger positions, you can go for more, but at first, aim for singles, enjoy, grow your account. I'll see you guys in the chat room. Challenge students, live Q&A webinar after the close today. Be ready.